Welcome back to our maths class of class 7, and we have solved up till exercise 2.3 question number 3. So today we are going to see question number 4 and question number 5. Let us see how much we can solve. Question number 4, two sums are there. The question is, which is greater? That means we have to compare two fractions. Which is greater? So first sum we will solve. First is 2 upon 7 of 3 upon 4 or 3 upon 5 of 5 upon 8. So this is the sum. Out of these two, which is greater? So we don't know what is 2 upon 7 of 3 upon 4 and what is 3 upon 5 of 5 upon 8. So the best way is solve this part, compare them, compare the numbers, whatever the comparison would be, then we will give the answer which is greater. So for this part, 2 upon 7 of 3 upon 4, so this will be 2 upon 7 multiplied by 3 upon 4. So here we can see 2 and 4 common factors are there. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. So we are left with here 1 multiplied by 3. So this will become 3, and 7 multiplied by 2. So it will become 14. 3 upon 14. Okay? 7 twos are 14. Done? Now this part. 3 upon 5 multiplied by 5 upon 8. So 5 ones are 5, 5 ones are 5, it gets cancelled, and we are left with only 3 upon 8. 3 upon 14, 3 upon 8, what we can say about the comparison? A simple technique I will let you know, that if the numerators are equal, please pay attention to this, if the numerators are equal, 3 and 3, then we will check the denominators. Here the denominator is 14, here the denominator is 8. Greater the denominator, the fraction would be smaller. Please understand this. Greater the denominator, the fraction would be smaller. But here directly we cannot judge it. Here we have to solve and see what will be which fraction would be greater and which would be smaller. Here 14 is greater, usually 14 is a bigger number, so we will think that this fraction should be greater, this should be smaller, but no. Greater the denominator, lesser is the fraction, smaller the denominator, greater is the fraction. So in between 14 and 8, 14 is greater, so 3 upon 14 should be less, and which is greater they have asked, so we can say 3 upon 5 or 5 upon 8, that is 3 upon 8 should be greater. But this is only our judgment, oral judgment. We have to actually solve and see what we get the answer. So 14 and 8. We will first have to find out the LCM. I will rub out this. This much part I will rub out. Okay. 8 and 14. So we have to find out the LCM. 2 4s are 8, 2 7s are 2. 2s are 7, 2 1s are 7, 7 1 1. So LCM comes to 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 7s are 56. So LCM equals to 56. LCM comes to 56. Now here 3 upon 14. 14 is to be converted into 56. So 14 into 4. 4 4s are 16. 4 1s are 4 and 3 into 4. And this would be 8. 7 8s are 56. So 3 into 7 upon 8 into 7. So 3 into 4 upon 14 into 4. This would be 12 upon 56. And this would be 3 7s are 21 upon 56. So see, as I have to, now denominators are equal. 12 is smaller, 21 is greater. So 3 upon 8 will be greater. So 3 upon 8 is greater. That means 3 upon 5 of 5 upon 8 will be greater. So this is a simple technique that we can find out. Greater the denominator, smaller is the fraction. Understood? So that fraction will be less. Now in both this comparison, here 8 is smaller, so this fraction will be greater. So we can write down our answer. Answer will be 3 upon 5 of 5 upon 8 is greater. Done. The sum is done. The next sum will be for you to homework. The second sum, you solve it for homework. So, we will start with our question number 5. It is a word problem. First read what is the word problem. Okay, let us see. Saili plants 4 saplings in a row in her garden. The distance between 2 adjacent saplings is 3 upon 4 meters. Find the distance between the first and the last sapling. Okay. So question number 5. Now first, this is quite explanative. I will explain you first. Saili is one girl and she has planted 4 saplings. Saplings means plants, small plants in her garden in a row. In a row means in a straight line. Okay. And the distance between 2 saplings is 3 upon 4 meters. So this is the first sapling she has planted. This is the second sapling, third sapling and fourth sapling. So in this way 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 saplings she has planted. And the distance between these 2 saplings, first and second, is 3 upon 4 meters. Again these 2 saplings is 3 upon 4 meters. And these 2 saplings is 3 upon 4 meters. Okay, so this much we have understood. This much you have understood. And we have to find out the distance between the first and the last sapling. This is the question. This is the question. How to proceed? Now let us see. From here to here, 3 upon 4 meters. Then from here to here, again 3 upon 4 meters. Then 3 upon 4 meters plus 3 upon 4 meters. And again from here to here 3 upon 4 meters. That means if you would add 3 upon 4 3 times, then we will get our answer. That much would be the distance between the first and the last sapling. But this is not the sum of addition. You can proceed with addition also, but this is for explanation. If you want, you can draw the diagram in your book also. It is not compulsory. So first we will write down the information. Solution. Saili plants 4 saplings in a row. Saili plants 4 saplings in a row. Distance between 2 saplings is 3 upon 4 meters. The distance between 2 saplings is 3 upon 4 meters. Now, though 4 saplings have been planted, but here we can see that the gaps are only 1, 2 and 3. So we will write down that also. Though 4 saplings are planted, gaps are only 3. Gaps are only 3. Therefore, distance between first and fourth sapling equals to, total how many times we have to add? 3 upon 4. We have to add 3 times. So adding 3 times means 3 multiplied by 3 upon 4. Okay, simple. How many gaps are there? You can add 3 upon 4 3 times also. We'll get the same answer. 3 3s are, so this equals to 3 3s are 9 upon 4. Again, this is not a proper fraction. This is an improper fraction. Convert it into a mixed number. So we have to convert this into mixed number. Orally also we can do. Now 4 2s are 8. 2 would be the quotient. So this equals to 2. Out of 9, 8 is gone. So 1 is the remainder upon divisor 4. So 2, 1 upon 4 meters. Or you can solve and see it. I am solving it here for you. 9 divided by 4. 4 2s are 8 minus 1. So quotient remainder upon divisor. Quotient remainder upon divisor. So the distance between the first and the fourth sapling is 2, 1 upon 4 meters. Okay, we stop here only. We have a bit of time left, so we'll try to solve this full exercise right now in this video only. So we'll move quickly towards question number 6. And question number 6 says, Lipika reads a book for 1 3 upon 4 hours every day. So every day 1 3 upon 4 hours she reads the book. She reads the entire book in 6 days. How many hours in all were required by her to read the book? You can read the question in your textbook while solving the questions. So, here question number 6, we will write down the solution and we will write down the information. What is the information? Lipika reads the book for 1 3 upon 4 hours a day. Okay, every day this much hours she is spending to read the book or to do her studies or do her homework. Then she completes the reading in 6 days. So she completed the reading book in 6 days. How many hours were required by her to read the book? First day 1 3 upon 4 hours. Second day 1 3 upon 4 hours. So 2 6 upon 2 6 upon 4 hours she has read. So 1 3 upon 4 is added 6 times, and addition of a number 6 times means multiplication by 6. So 1 3 upon 4 hours a day, she completes the reading in 6 days. Therefore, total hours spent on reading. Total hours spent on reading equals to 6 multiplied by 1, 3 upon 4. This is just a written work. The sum is here. We have solved such a kind of sum, a whole number multiplied by a mixed number. So we can easily solve this. A mixed number is there, convert it into an improper fraction. So this equals to 6 multiplied by 4 ones are 4 plus 3 is 7 upon 4. Here we have 6 and 4 common factors. Common factor is 2. 2 3s are 6. 2 2s are 4. So this equals to 3 7s are 21 upon 2. 21 upon 2 is the answer. But again, improper fraction. Convert it into a mixed number. Orally also we can do 2 10s are 20. Let me tell you orally. 2 10s are 20. So 10 will be the quotient. Out of 21, 20 is gone. 1 is remainder upon 2. So 10 1 upon 2 hours. So total hours spent by Lipika on reading is 10 and a half hours. This is also read as 10 and half hours. You can divide and see. This I have done orally. You can divide and see in your book. I hope yesterday I have given you one conversion of improper fraction into a mixed number that you must have done. Let us see. So we'll move towards question number 7 now. Okay, question number 7. What is the question? A car runs 16 kilometers using 1 liter of petrol. How much distance will it cover using 2 3/4 liters of petrol? Solution. First we'll write down the information. Petrol. No, not petrol required. Distance covered. Distance covered in 1 liter of petrol equals to 16 kilometers. So 1 liter, 16 kilometers petrol. Suppose you take 2 liters, 16 plus 16, 32 kilometers, 3 liters, 48 kilometers. Now instead of 1, they have asked 2/3 liters of petrol. Therefore, in 2/3/4 liters of petrol, distance covered equals to 2/3/4 multiplied by 16 kilometers. Convert this into a improper fraction. 4 2s are 8, 8 plus 3 11, 11/4 multiplied by 16, 4 1s are 4, 4 4s are 16. So this equals to 11 into 4, 44 kilometers. Done. Easy sum. Very easy. Very quickly we will move towards the 8 number sum, and this 8 number sum you have to solve in your textbook. This photograph I will not be sending you. You have to see it from the board in the video, or you solve it on your own. So only the notebook question I am going to send after this. For this video, textbook questions I am not going to send you. Please do not text and ask me कि question number 8 कहाँ solve करना है and where we have to write it. You have to write question number 8 in your textbook only. There are fill in the blanks. Let us move towards question number 8. Question 8. Okay. Now, if you see properly in your textbook, provide the number in the box such that, okay, here A sum is there. Out of A, we are going to solve first such that 2/3 multiplied by a box is given equals to 10/30. Now we have to provide a number in this box such that when we multiply 2/3 with that number, our answer would be 10/30. Our answer would be 10/30. So here we can see this is 10, so 2 5s are 10 upon, and here is 30, 3 10s are 30. So 5/10 will be the number. And one more question they have asked below that. Second question they have asked, the simplest form of 5/10 equals to. They have asked the simplest form. The spelling may be wrong. You please check it. The simplest form of 5/10 equals to. Simplest form means we have to reduce this. Common factor is 5. 5 1s are 5. 5 2s are 10. So the answer would be 1/2. So these are two answers that we have to write. This answer and this answer. For the first question, the answer is 5/10. For the second question, the answer is 1/, means A question, first and second, 5/10 and 1/2. B question, you have to solve in your textbook only. So be very careful while solving this sum. Thank you very much.